Hey guys, this is our second lesson on polynomials. Today we're going to learn how to subtract them. So in example number 1, we have a trinomial, this one has 3 terms, minus another trinomial. So what's most important is that we need to distribute this negative or this minus sign to each term on the inside of the parentheses in the second trinomial. And then it's going to be the same as what we did yesterday with combining like terms. So first I'm going to take out the 3 trinomials in the parentheses here. There's no minus sign in front. There's nothing to distribute. So we can just rewrite 5x squared plus 3x minus 5. So now we've got this negative here. So negative x squared, or the opposite of x squared, is negative x squared. Negative 3x, or the opposite of 3x, is plus 3x. And negative positive 2 is minus 2. So essentially what we've done here, I'm going to put the parentheses over them just for a second. After we distribute the negative to each term, we've really just changed the operation to addition. So all we need to do now is combine like terms. You don't have to put these parentheses back. I'm just placing them so that you guys can see that it turns into yesterday's examples. So now I'm going to start with my highest degree. We have the highest degree of 2, so we can combine like terms. This is a negative 1 here. So I have 5x squared minus 1x squared, which is going to give me 4x squared. Then I have 3x plus 3x, which is going to give me 6x. And negative 5 minus 2, which is negative 7. Okay, so this is the difference of those two polynomials. Change the sign and then combine like terms. Take a look at another example. We have a couple more negatives this time. So we have negative 4a to the third power minus a plus 1. The opposite of 2a squared is negative 2a squared. The opposite of 8a squared of 8a is negative 8a. And the opposite of negative 9 is plus 9. So now let's go on ahead and combine our like terms. Negative 4a to the third power has the highest degree. There's nothing to combine this guy with, so I'm just going to rewrite it. Negative 4a to the third. Next, I have 2a to the second power. Now, it's very important that you guys remember to take the sign that's in front of it. Minus, negative, it's the same thing. We're going to rewrite it with the sign that goes in front. So negative 2a squared or minus 2a squared, if that's how you want to read it. Again, this guy has nothing to get combined with. So now I'm down to my a's that are to the first power. So we have negative 1a, put the invisible 1, minus 8a. So negative 1a minus 8a. So my calculator, I'm going to be putting negative 1 minus 8. These are the coefficients that we have to add together, and that's going to give us negative 9a. So we combine these guys. And lastly, we have our constants, which go at the end. 1 plus 9 is positive 10, or plus 10. So there we go. So this time we added these two trinomials. This has 3 terms, this has 3 terms, and we ended up with a 4-term polynomial. So sometimes it stays as a trinomial, sometimes it gets bigger. Let's take a look at one more example with multiple choice. My favorite, because we can use process of elimination and avoid doing so much work. So this is similar to the examples that you guys have in the Google form handout for today. So first things first, I'm going to distribute the negative sign. So again, you're changing, the negative means opposite. So you're taking the opposite of the signs that these terms have. So I'm going to erase this so I can write it right on top. So this is going to be or you know what, the way my teacher taught me, you guys might prefer this, is she would change this to addition and then change all the signs throughout. So I'm gonna circle this to show that you were changing it. That's gonna be minus, and this is gonna be plus. So if you want to neatly rewrite it underneath, this is 2x to the 5th minus 7 minus 5x. Now again, we're changing it to addition. Now it's negative 7x to the 5th plus 1 minus 3x plus 2x squared. So I'm going to start with the highest degree, and that's x to the 5th power. So we've got 2x to the 5th, negative 7x to the 5th. And if we add negative 7 and 2, we get negative 5x to the 5th. So I'm going to look at my answer choices and see what I can eliminate right away. This is correct, this is correct, this is not correct. So this person probably forgot to change the signs for this. And they probably just did 2 plus 7 and got 9. Or negative 2 plus 7 and got 9. Okay, so our next highest degree is 2 to the x power, and there's nothing to combine this guy with. Now, what's important to note is that it changed. It originally used to be, up here, it used to be negative. Now it changed to positive once we distributed the minus sign. So it's plus 2x squared. And if we look at our answer choices, that's going to help us narrow it down to answer choice A. B is incorrect, the negative wasn't changed, and D is incorrect, the negative was not changed. So the answer in this case has to be A. And if we want to double check, the next term should be negative 8x. So negative 5x minus 3x is in fact negative 8x. And lastly, our constants, negative 7 plus 1 is negative 6. So it is matching to answer choice A. I want to do one more quick example to show you guys what happens if one of these terms ends up canceling out. So same steps, distribute the negative to change the signs. So we have x squared minus 6x plus 6. This is going to change to plus. Now the opposite of negative x squared is positive x squared. You could put the plus sign in front, or you could just leave it as x squared. Plus 6x minus 3. So now if I'm combining 1x squared and 1x squared, my terms with the highest exponent, we get 2x squared, and then we have negative 6x plus 6x. So this is going to cancel out because negative 6 plus 6 is 0. So typically we don't rewrite it. You don't have to put plus 0x. You can if you want, but it wouldn't be incorrect if you did this. And then we have 6 minus 3, which is plus 3. So this trinomial plus this trinomial really turns to a binomial. So again, typically we don't rewrite it if it's a 0 coefficient. So this would just be 2x squared plus 3. And there we have it. So make sure you practice the Google Form questions. There's 7 of them. And if you need extra help, please join tutoring at 2 o'clock today.